What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're in the market to buy a used or pre-owned Tesla, there's a few key things you need to check, and I'm gonna let you know them right now. Stay tuned. So the first thing we need to check, yes, you probably guessed it right, the battery. And by doing so, we can navigate right here. If the car is charged to 80% or 100%, we can change it from percentage and put it to miles or kilometers. And that way you can get a rough check of what the range you have remaining on the battery. But that's just the first step. So the second step, we want to go to service, and then we're going to go to battery health right here. As you see, my battery is healthy, but most of the time this is what it's going to show. But actually, we need to do a battery health test. But this is pretty time consuming. I'm just hoping whoever you're buying the car from, they did the test. Because usually how to do this, your battery should be at least 15%. This is usually done overnight. It takes a couple hours to do. After the health test, it's going to show if the battery is within its expected range based on the year and the mileage. This usually shows in percentage, say maybe 83%, 90%, 85%. It all depends on the year of the car and how it's been charged over the years. So it's always a good idea to get that info from whoever you're buying the car from. The next thing, you want to check the history of the car. You want to make sure there are no accidents. Or if there's an accident, you want to make sure it's been repaired properly and inspected by a Tesla technician. Because if not, you won't be able to use a supercharger. And by doing so, guys, here in Canada, we have a website. It's called Carfax. And with Carfax, you want to get the VIN of the Tesla you're trying to buy. You're going to insert that VIN to the website. It's going to show you the previous owners. It's going to show you the time it has been serviced. And of course, it's going to show you the accident. And plus, it's going to show you like the value or the cost of the accident and the repairs. So make sure you check out the history of the car, guys. It's very important. I hope you like my shirt today, guys. The next thing we're going to talk about is the software, also known as hardware. You want to check to see if it's running hardware 3 or hardware 4. Cars between 2019 to 2023, that's going to have the hardware 3. 2024 and newer is going to have the hardware 4. And how to check for this, all you have to do is scroll down to software, and then right here you'll see full self-driving computer 4. That means I have the hardware 4. So the reason why I mentioned you should check the software, or the hardware rather, is because Tesla always rolls out new updates every so often. So you want to make sure your car will be able to run it smoothly. There used to be a rumor that Tesla is in the process of making a hardware 5, but it's no longer a rumor anymore. Late 2026 to early 2027, there will be a hardware 5. And with the hardware 5, Tesla will achieve the full self-driving with no supervision. It's going to be fully autonomous. So back to hardware 3. Unless you're not too crazy about full self-driving and the new updates, you'll be fine. But if you do care about those kind of stuff and you have the extra cash, you should just get a Tesla with hardware 4. It's gonna make life so much easier later in the future. And also, guys, you wanna check the tires on the Tesla. You wanna make sure it's wearing even. If it's wearing too much on one side, for example, the inside or the outside of the tire, that means it has a bad part, maybe a bad shocks or a bad ball joint, tire rod or control arm. So you just want to make sure the tires are wearing even. And also you want to check the panel of the car. You want to check the fender, the doors. Make sure the panels are properly lined up. I know some of you is going to come at me for this one because the first set of Teslas, the panels are never usually aligned. There's always some big gaps. So just do your due diligence and make sure they're looking fine. Make sure they're not looking too outrageous or too much gaps. Now it's time to negotiate, guys. Never offer to pay the seller's asking price. Always lowball. No, I mean, just try to negotiate. Because most of the time, the seller is going to list an actual price. It's going to be higher than the price that he actually wants. So just negotiate. And I'm sure if you enjoyed this video, guys, just hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. And follow me for more. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.